Yeah, definitely definitely have to start doing some more alpine hiking. You only get a small window, you know, when the wildflowers are in bloom and whatnot. Probably mid-July through I don't know, August, and then you know it's snow free until probably October sometime. So you get just a short window, and so we're going to spend as much time as we can hiking in these alpine areas.
The Avalanche Lily is one of the first flowers that hikers see in Mount Rainier. It's interesting to note that it produces its own heat to melt the snow and bloom faster in spring.
Here we are on this piece of the trail where it just has this amazing view. Trying to get these lupin. The hillside is just full of them, and I'm gonna get these on the way back down when it's has some sun on them as well. They're just right on the edge of these talus slopes that we traversed just a little while ago. So we're looking down, and then we're at the I think we're at the saddle right here. It's known as the saddle. And you can see the clouds in the valleys below. Holy heck. Wow. Okay, so we're getting close. We're almost at the top. It's been grueling. Oh.
Here we are on the summit of Plummer Peak, and we're looking at Hairbell. This flower occurs in many parts of the world. The genus, Latin name means little bell. The name Hairbell in Scotland was associated with witches who were believed to be able to turn themselves into hares. The hare has had a long association with magic and witches. Here we are looking at purple lupin or Arctic lupin, and we saw quite a bit of it on this particular hike. Curiously, the name lupin is based on the invasiveness of lupins. Romans observed that lupins invaded fields where crops struggled to survive and interpreted the abundant lupin growth as consuming nutrients needed by the crops. Actually, lupins fix nitrogen, adding nutrients back into the soil.
These lupin are just like all over the place. Wow. Can't believe these lupin.
Magenta paintbrush or crimson paintbrush. Paintbrushes are partial parasites on other plants and usually cannot be transplanted. They are also difficult to start from seed. We saw quite a bit of pink mountain heather on this particular hike. The genus name, Phyllodoce, honors a sea nymph from Greek mythology, but it's uncertain what characteristics applies to the plant. Phyllodoce was described to have bright, waving locks of hair and a slender, pale neck. So we know that's certainly not it. If her hair was magenta-colored, now that would make sense. Rockpenstemon. We also saw this in the parking lot of the trailhead. According to the Audubon North American Wildflower Guide, this is one of the West's most beautiful wildflowers. In full bloom, the plant is a swatch of bright, glowing pink. And we also saw this in the parking lot of the trailhead. It's a tiger lily. This popular western wildflower is in serious decline because of habitat destruction by people digging it up for gardens. And generally, in the garden, it does not do well. We saw this common paintbrush in the parking lot of the trailhead. It's also known as scarlet paintbrush or giant red Indian paintbrush. A Native American legend tells a story of a warrior trying to paint a picture of the sunset with his war paints. Frustrated because he could not capture the beautiful colors, he asked the Great Spirit for help. The Great Spirit gave him paintbrushes filled with the colors of the sunset, which the warrior used and then threw away. Wherever these brushes landed, there grows this plant. So this wraps up the wildflowers of Plummer Peak. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like. Otherwise, share and subscribe, and I will see you next time.